It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Next on Madden Football.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about a quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. Oh no, today before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, when the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about. But these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And off we go from Minneapolis. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll take a glance at their seventh-year QB.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the third overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings them to 3rd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and eccentricity that is unique and really not common coming into the league as well. A superstar in the making.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Working from the gun, Williams. That's caught, Keenan Allen. And he works this to the 38 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. A give, right side for Swift. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. They pick up a yard, still need one more though. Third down coming up. Going to run again with Swift. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. First down, Williams. That's incomplete left side.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Williams throwing again here on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Third down, 1 yard to go. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
This is the first red zone opportunity for the Bears. They've got first and 10 right along the 20. Staying grounded with Swift. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Swift on second down. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Swift gets it on the option. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Bears with a chance for at least 3, possibly 6. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Getting in their own way, Brock, as they'll line this up 5 yards further back for 2nd and goal. This one's caught. And in for the Chicago touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Ty Chandler to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. Darnold looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, a gift to Jones. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here he is on 3rd and long. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. The Bears and receiver Keenan Allen making their way back out. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's complete, Cole Kmet. And they make the tackle at the 38. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Has a hole left, room to run. And forget the interception, he makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Now it's Will Reichert on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Second down carry for Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun to give to Swift. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Williams. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
That's caught for the 1st. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Bears driving. Ball at the 33 for first down. Williams will look to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. Man, the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be fourth down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. That's caught beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Third and 4 coming up now. One in behind center with Swift. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. The Vikings with the football here late in the half. And Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Has his man. It's Addison. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Back to throw it. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Tyler Scott now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Lays out, what a catch! They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And now it's 2nd down. To throw is Williams. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Working from the gun, Williams. This one falls incomplete. Couldn't find DJ Moore on that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down. They are throwing it again. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the 47. Pass is caught by Addison. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he gets him around 6 there. Kevin Byard there to bring him down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running right, this is Jones. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Darnold. Complete beyond the marker. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Bears pick it up, headed the other way. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage.
Previous play is under review.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got him, that's Addison. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Scott now to return. Return's looking good so far. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. The touchdown dropped this back to a one-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was looking Keenan Allen's way there. And it sets up second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That throw finds Komet. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Williams to throw on first. Diving right side, got it! And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Williams from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll come up first and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Second and 3 now. They run with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Couldn't manage even a yard on that run, so now it's fourth down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force.
Touchdown, Chicago! Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears make it a 10-point ball game.
Vikings 14.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Vikings Vikings and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Jones once more. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Trevon Dexter escorted him to the ground. So now here's 3rd and 5. Darnold now to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The visitors ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Williams set to pass. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones gets it. Nice cut back to the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Jones will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here.
It's a loss of 5.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Putting a receiver in motion. They give to Jones, right side. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Has it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Scott now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. You needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. This is Swift. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. A handoff left for Swift. And he takes it into the end zone for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Vikings 17. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold to throw. Able to find Hawkinson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Darnold. Finds him over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. Hits the 20. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Check the lane like a game of chess. You want a pizza, rank the best. We standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, hey, I'm a hot
Reichert on for the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Vikings cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now here's Williams. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. They did it! He made the interception! Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Darnold looking to throw. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Hockenson reels it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Running back sent in motion left. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Tremaine Edmonds has it. And the Bears take possession right along the 25-yard line. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
They get 22 on that one. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. 1st down throw by Williams. Completed here to Komet. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun.
That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers. Backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. 1st and goal, Swift. And he's across for the touchdown, and that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
Vikings 24. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings now set to take the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
Making it harder than it needs to be. Catch first, guarantee some yards, and then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
2nd and 10 now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
To throw, here's Darnold. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that brings up 4th and long. Throwing here, Darnold. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears have it after making their 4th interception of this football game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Chicago getting set to take the field now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Working from the gun, Williams. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Williams to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Bears feeling good with a 14-point advantage. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Swift gets it, going left. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Again, it's going to be Swift. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears have likely locked up the win right there. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the 4th.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still sticking with the passing game. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line.
So we have a pause here. Inside 2 minutes, all reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Here's where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike the officials who got to see it one time. We just have to see, is there clear return ball that was made down there on the field.
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
46.
Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Going to be a victory for the Bears as they drop to a knee here. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Williams throwing on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Darnold now to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Darnold. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Motioning left is their running back. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He beams one deep right side. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And now they face second down. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. So the Bears take this one on the road. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll have a rematch of Super Bowl 26. It's the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills. All that and more coming up next.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
Man, when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend 2 plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous. And it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is...
Oh, the first play, and he is intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. They'll go again with Robinson. And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. They'll go play action here with Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Bills offense going to take over now for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That one incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Allen to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely...
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On the move, past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How's that for a big decision paying off? A gain of 28 yards on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Allen going to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Again, it's Allen to the air. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the veteran linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders will take over at their own 14-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Commander's first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First carry for the versatile Austin Eckler. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down? On the handoff, it's Robinson. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They'll run. It's Eckler. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. We'll give it to Eckler on the option. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and 2. Here's Daniels. To the right side. Catch made by McLaurin. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run it once more with Eckler. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. He slams it in there, and he is in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, Washington.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Seibert's extra point is true, and the Commanders are out to a 10-0 lead. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to take over once again. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. This one, downfield, for Kincaid. And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46. 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Now Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. That is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Allen. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Oh, yeah. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. One more time going up top with Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Here's Allen to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, they go with Cook.
Offside. Defense. Automatic first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. Allen going to give it to Cook. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Third and goal. They'll run. It's Cook. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll try it now with Cook. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, I wasn't so certain about leaving the offense out there, but they did, and it paid off with a touchdown.
And I love it, Mike. I think we're starting to see this more and more often in today's NFL. Take advantage of field position. Put the trust in your offense. It's exactly what their head coach does here, and certainly pays off.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 10-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll throw with Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the 1st half. That one picks up a 1st down. Here's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He's had a lot of success throwing the ball early. Look at the numbers. Already up over 200 passing yards. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll run the draw with Cook. He is in. James Cook, touchdown Bills. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Pass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills are on top. It's 14-10. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. The trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll try to set up the screen here. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Quick throw, taken in, and it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A throw on the move is caught. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. And that is incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be fourth down. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Bills' offense and Keon Coleman set to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to keep it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down. Allen. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Mike is going to play a big role in who wins this one. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. There he goes again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
On the option, here's Robinson. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. 3rd and long. Daniels now going to look to throw. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off, and he picks up a big gain and converts the first down.
On play action, Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll go again with Robinson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was A.J. Epinesa who brought him down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Washington.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Another run here for Robinson. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Seibert's extra point is true, and the Commanders move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now Allen. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. Allen will throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Here's Allen to throw. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And he's across the 40, close to a 1st down, as the tackle's made at the 41-yard line. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Allen going to give this to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Looking downfield for Coleman.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air, and truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Christian Benford brings him down. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it from short range. A bad miss. It's no good. And this will stay a 3-point game.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Josh Allen. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get this up close to a first down as the tackle is made right at the midfield stripe. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run here with Cook. And he's got it. Good work there to take it to the 47 and set up first down. So now they'll throw it with Allen. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completion.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Out of the gun, they give it to Eckler. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. It is a pickup of 18, and by a yard, they get the 3rd down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Seibert now following the touchdown. He's out to kick it away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to air this one out, looking for Cooper.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. This is caught at the 2. And he will score! Game on! Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. A design run here for Allen. That'll work. He'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And the deficit is cut down to just 2. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the zone read, here's Daniels. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to the pass rush, gets home, and he goes down. The Commanders about to send this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Pass complete, right side to Kincaid. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 37 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Allen. Who outs another catch for his favorite target. To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's got it. Add 2 to the column, and the lead is now 6. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Commanders' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's hard. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. The home team's offense, and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. Oh, my goodness. They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Brian Robinson. He's to midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. It's a big play when they needed it the most. The gain is 64. So a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.